I hope to do more African artist collaborations. I find it very empowering and very inspiring for women, especially, to be able to believe in, cross worlds, to be able to say like, oh, I'm a Ghanaian, and then cross over to the Kenyan space. I find the unity very inspiring. So, hey everyone, it's Qing Madi for Pulp Mag.
So we are here with Qing Madi on Pulp Mag, one of the most exciting rising voice of the Afrobeat scene. How are you?
I'm amazing. How are you?
I'm good. I'm really good. So to start off, I would like you to like describe your sound, your art direction, like your inspiration. We want to know like who is Qing Madi in 2025.
Qing Madi is a powerhouse. She is an Afro-R&B major singer, but she's also very versatile in her creativity. I think really King Madi is just an embodiment of music. And that's, if I were to classify my music, I would just say like my album, I'm the Blueprint. It encompasses everything that music is supposed to sound like, the versatility. I don't believe everyone should be subjected to one method of music. And I think that's what my art shows for itself.
I really like what you're saying because as you said, like you just dropped your debut album earlier this year.
Yeah.
The Blueprint, and I really like the title. Where the title come from, by the way?
I mean, it came from different places. I'm the Blueprint, I think, is self-explanatory because I love blue. It's a thing. It's my eyes. It's always been a part of my musical journey. I find the color very similar to me as a person. I think it embodies my character. And I definitely knew if I was dropping a project that made a statement, the word blue had to be there and it had to mean something. And obviously, Blueprint is like, the rough copy of what something truly is. And when I was thinking of my album, it just felt like this is what music should sound like. This is what music encompasses. And I wanted to name it something that was that powerful. So I think that's where the name comes from.
Perfect. Okay. And how this project come to life? Like, what story did you want to tell through this project?
Yeah, I wanted people to know me. I wanted people to know my capability. I wanted people to know my journey. There are many songs on the project that were recorded a lot of years behind, and there are a lot of songs that are recorded very earlier. There's the first song on the project titled Bucket List. It was recorded and written when I was 14, and I made sure to preserve my vocals and my presets and everything. I wanted to feel like I was hearing my 14-year-old self or my younger self speak to me in a project. So it was really a thing about just me becoming me, how I thought at that level of life and how I process information at this level of life. And I wanted to speak to myself. I wanted to speak to everybody that would listen to my music and is inspired by me as an artist. And I think that was the message I was just hoping to pass, and I was able to do that.
Yes, I really like the message. It's like a process.
Yeah.
Okay, and
Thank you.
I see like you're very open to like to collaborate with like African francophone artists.
Yeah, very.
You just dropped a song with Didi, so that's pretty rare for me in the Nigerian scene. And so, where does the openness come from?
I dropped a song with Didi and Juma Jux. Obviously, like you said, a French and Tanzanian artist. And I think we have to say a huge shout out to Bridge Africa because she's one of the reasons why that was even possible. And I think for me, I've always been about unity. And I think it's very powerful when the continent Africa decides to show its different perspective, because as huge as the continent is, we all are very similar in different ways. It's crazy, like someone that is from Tanzania has the way that they want to enjoy life, and Didi B has his way of enjoying life, and I from Nigeria have my own story that I could tell, and we all fused it in to make a song about happiness. And I think that's one thing that Africans carry in our heritage. We are naturally the most musically inclined and happy people. Music is a source for us as Black people to just let go and just have fun. So it was very important that the song was one of those songs that you can just like relax and, party, just be ourselves and be proud of what we've been able to make and identify as. So yeah, I loved it. And I think it just came from me wanting to connect the dots about heritage and also just happiness.
Yeah, I really like that. Nice.
Thank
So
you.
talk about heritage. Let's talk about your song with Bayani because for me it's the same because
Konpa.
it's a compa. So as I'm someone from the Caribbean, so I was really hyped to hear that. And what made you want to like explore this song?
Byron already, I think for him, he's such an amazing artist and he's very open to trying new things. He's one artist that I really respect. And with the making of this record, I think it was very important for us to just make something that felt very natural because one thing is compa is it's your thing, y'all always eat it up. So if we're going to step into that territory, we had to make it feel like we're coming to represent, we're coming to do this, and still keep our little Afrobeat style into it. The name of the song is Namipa, which is already like, I think that's an African, it's not Nigerian, I don't know, he named it but it's so powerful. He did. It's so powerful. The vibe of the music, compa. I've never done compa before. That was my first time, and I loved experimenting with him. The song is amazing. Yeah.
And you think you're gonna like try like different.
Yeah, for sure. I love it now. I love that. I feel like it definitely puts you in the mood. There's something spiritual about the song. It's amazing.
Nice. And so let's talk about like your creative process. Like when you're in the studio, like what you start, like with melodies, you need the beat first to write home.
I mean, I pray because I really feel like everything I create has a purpose, and whether it be to create a mass meaning, whether it be to connect to everybody or it be to connect to one person. And I'm very personal about why I do music. I don't think I do music for the sake of, the entertainment alone or just the pros alone. I do music because I feel like I have a purpose for doing it and that there's a reason why I make it. So every time I'm in the studio, I have to pray because I'm like, I hope I'm able to speak for the voice that is not that loud. I hope I'm able to connect to a person or tell a person's story as much as possible. So when I do that, then I hear a beat, and if it resonates with me on a very deep level, I start writing, and I have a picture in my head first. So if I'm going to write a song like Vision, which is about being distracted, I start like, okay, I want to write a song that encompasses this meaning. And then I start figuring out how to, lyrically make it attractive, make it catchy, make it, groovable. And yeah, that's basically how I do it.
So Ben, finally, what's next for King Madi? Like more visuals, more songs, more live shows.
Yeah. There's a lot of things coming. I am currently working with Riot Games on the game Valorant. I am a game character, and I also have my song in the game. So that is one of the biggest blessings. I will also be performing in Paris for the launch of the game, and being the first African to have a game character and being in a global game is something that I'm very, very grateful for. And we're still working towards it, but she's amazing. Her name's Mary. I play her. And it was important because they really wanted me to voice her as a Nigerian. So I was able to preserve our Ebonics, the way we speak. I was able to give our slang. So there was a proper representation of a Nigerian in a video game. So I feel like, this is cultural representation in a very global scenery. And also, I hope to do my concert. I have done my concert in Uganda, but I hope to do other African countries and also Uganda again. More music, more collaborations. There's so many collaborations on the way, especially with African artists. I hope to do more African artist collaborations. I find it very empowering and very inspiring for women, especially to be able to believe in, cross worlds, to be able to say like, oh, I'm a Ghanaian, and then cross over to the Kenyan space. I find the unity very inspiring. So I hope to do more of that.
Yeah, congratulations for the video game, by the way. Thank you so.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
So we're really happy to have you today, and I wish you the best.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me. I had an amazing time.